Juan Mendoza reporting for Rebel News. I'm here outside Freedom Tower in Miami, Florida, where many Democratic leaders have gathered here today to show protest of Governor DeSantis' busing programs for migrants. Ustedes ahorita también condenan las acciones de la administración de Biden que están usando organizaciones como MBM, que están traficando niños migrantes a secretas y los están soltando, ni siquiera están checando con quién los están soltando. Hay agentes que están saliendo.
Bien, si puedes hablar más alto.
Ustedes condenan ahorita las acciones de la administración de Biden contratando organizaciones como NBM, están traficando niños a secretas durante la noche para que la gente no se entere y los están soltando, ni siquiera están checando dónde están terminando los niños, no saben si son los papás, los parientes, la familia, o sea, también es correcto, hay agentes que han salido con documentos.
Se encarga en ese trabajo. Su inmigración, cuando hay hijos que no están acompañados, los entregan a la oficina de refugiados. Y la gente que trabaja en esa oficina son gente que se especializan en trabajar con niños. Y sí, hay ciertos lugares de detención, hay muchos niños allá y puede llegar a un punto feo, pero ellos no pueden entregar un niño a cualquier persona.
Pero
necesitan llegar y llenando. But most of the people that are crossing the border, they're not using cartels. They show up to the ports of entry where they're allowed, or there's actually will be gates where CBP stands at the border and tells people come here, right? Because you can cross the river, you're already in the United States, and then CBP will just come to you. So the majority of my clients are not being smuggled.
But a lot of the migrants I've been speaking to, like they start make it first to Tapachula, where they get led into Mexico City, then Monterrey, and then a lot of the cartels there, essentially they keep them captive and then they divert them, whether it's the Gulf Cartel and the RGB.
Well, the cartels kidnap people for ransoms from the family. It's not even to help them cross. It's just you'll be on a border town and they're like, oh, look at this immigrant from another country. They'll just kidnap them. And then family members in the United States, like, wow, my family's going to be murdered if I don't pay these people to release them. And they're just paying ransom, but they're not actually smuggling people across the border. It's just, I have clients all day long. It's all the same story. We come up to the entry point. They're closing it because of Title 42, let's say, or they just cross the river right next to the entry point and then just wait for CBP to grab them. So they're not trying to sneak in. They want to be caught. They want to make their claims for asylum.
So
if there's actual smuggling going on, it's probably drugs. It's not people.
okay, so right now, I mean, there's a lot of communities. I mean, like Mayra Flores, she's also been an advocate not just of strengthening the borders because of human trafficking or cartels like the Gulf Cartel getting power there, but she also wants immigration reform. So what can both parties do to be able to discuss some kind of immigration reform where everyone is able to ensure that the country is open to migrants so they can come and work but not end up having to deal with the cartels in Mexico, or some more just human trafficking? Because a lot of migrants I've also talked to, they end up becoming sex slaves, or they become indentured servants for the cartel in the United States.
Yeah, I mean, it happens where they kidnap people in Mexico, but like how to get Congress to work together, that's above my pay grade. I don't know what to make them do. I'll just say that there's plenty of bills in the House that are just constantly being passed in the House. They just never go anywhere in the Senate. There's a filibuster in the Senate, right? So really, the Constitution talks about majority vote in the Senate, but we don't have that. The filibuster was done in the Jim Crow era and the anti-abolitionist movement to like make sure that to keep people enslaved. But it's still there today, and there's people who advocate for it on both sides of the aisle. But to me, I mean, it stifles democracy. And until that can be taken care of, I don't see them ever doing anything on immigration.
This type of coverage in the U.S. is possible because you, the viewers, donate money to help us fund these news trips. Now, if you would like to see trips in the U.S. in the Florida sector as well as the rest of the United States, please go to rebelnewsusa.com.